Yeah, very big welcome to you, my dear Scorpio, and of course, always a big welcome to those who felt like this constellation has an inspiration for them as well. When I look at the moon, I see Scorpio behind it, and when I look at the sun, I see Libra behind it. Now, Libra is justice, but for me, this is not justice, it's preciseness. She's holding herself still, but you cannot hold absolutely still because then you're dead. That's it, right? So, in this balancing out energetically is the most important message is that everything is just gently rocking back and forth. It's big waves or a big eight or a very small eight. It's just very little bit, like we inhale and we exhale, right? So that's the life-giving force that is pushing us forward, and you are going into the small cycle, the 365 days cycle. That's how long the earth needs to spin around the sun. And the big cycle, right? So here we go from left to right. So we have Libra and then Scorpio. So we see that there is a balance. There is the sun giving you the push, the light to, yes, go do your job. I have the sun behind me, but now look where the sun is, because it's again rising. It's not setting, it's rising. And the big cycle, which is the soul cycle, right? This is the physical, the earthly cycle. And this is the big cycle from right to left, which the earth does in a spin of 25,800 years, divided through 12 zodiac signs. Again, gives then an age, not a month, an age. And the age lasts 2,150 years. So here comes now the understanding that, yes, the sun, the equilibrium, the 11th card is giving me the power to do my job, to be the one that is coming and saying, well, this is it. Here the king is lying. He was surprised. The little boy is, curious. The little girl or the young girl, she's like vain. No, I don't want to see it. And the priestly energy is like literally welcoming it, right? That's what's speaking here. Now, if I go from right to left, he's greeting him. And when someone greets death, he knows, right? He knows that death is coming. And so he is going and coming as that prophecy, that spiritual prophecy is coming and telling also Libra, this is what's also coming to you. You also will have that. Here, this is a justice, and here this is saying, yes, this justice will also come to you. So now the yoga position that I did for Libra is hands in front of the heart in a balancing pose on tiptoes, and the wheel of fortune with the Venus symbol behind. She's holding herself in this position as that I am the only person that can try as much as possible to be in a stillness, in that small little equilibrium between inhale and exhale, right and left, right? That's a personal energy that we can achieve. And here are the people who feel that this big instance is happening up there in the sky. And for you, of course, I gave you, Scorpio, the position where you gotta let go of your ego. You gotta let go of so many things. When we die, nothing makes sense anymore, right? Everything leaves. And why I have this reading a little later, I was pulling the cards on the day the moon was in your sign, but we had a death in our family. And it's like I can read these cards so much more differently now, because things don't make sense anymore. When you see the objects the person leaves behind, it's like they don't have meaning anymore, right? It's like it's just objects. We give meaning to the objects. So just that you see that letting go of also the mind, that the ego is really at the core of your energy. Here we have the King of Cups, and if your birthday is between October 13 and November 12, this is your court card, right? And this court card means not many people can come to you because you're deep. Not many people understand you because you're out there in the oceans of feelings. Maybe a person on a ship, or the sea monster here right behind you is coming to you. That's all there is, right? But otherwise you're really deep, and sometimes that can scare people. So the last reading you had, hunting for proof of injustice prevents you from liberation. So you had the hunter, you had the Nine of Swords, and you had here a path of I'm letting go, I'm moving on, I am again taking a journey forward into another adventure, right? And so now Libra is going to give you a whole new message, and we begin with the Fool, right? So on the position of the Fool we have the Six of coins, of pentacles. And this is an equilibrium between right and left, a centeredness, that you moving forward, that you understand, and that is giving you the push forward, that is giving you the help to say, I'm going to begin fresh, I'm going to begin new, because this is Moon in Taurus. And of course, this is cardinal, right? Libra is beginning the fall, and then you are in the center of the fall. You fixed because death cannot be negotiated. Death comes, right? No matter when it will come to you. Like I said, right, here is the king, here is the young boy that is surprised, the little girl or the young girl that doesn't want to acknowledge it, and then the priest who's actually welcoming it, right? And he knows there is another life, because the sun is above him. The sun is letting him know, yeah, there is going to be a new cycle. And so each month we begin a new cycle and understand that the sun has another influence, right? And here you are looking at the understanding, a mental understanding, that I'm beginning in the sixth, in the third eye, a new path. Then on the position of the Magician comes the giveaway, the number 23, which is a 5. Fives are tests, and you give away then from 5 to 6 something that you realized, yeah, I am going down. I'm going down further to the 1, and realize that, of course, here in the center of that 8, like I spoke, is the push into the other dimension, right? That's where the crossing is. And you giving something away, you going in this path forward, and you're realizing, yes, there is life that is helping me to grow as a soul. But now you're going this way, you're going forward. On the position of the High Priestess comes the Fool, a new beginning. A new beginning that says, let me begin to realize, yes, I go from the giveaway, from the 5 into the 0. It's almost like she's holding the 0 here, she's holding the earth here, and she's realizing, or he's realizing, yes, I'm beginning a whole new path. I'm beginning to understand that something new wants to be lived, something completely different, more centered, more in the third eye, more from deep within, going from 6 to 5 to 0. Because then comes on the position of the Empress comes you. the death card, right? You are, yes, going now into the other direction. Have a look at this, right? So you see the difference some cards make. He is in the direction of the big cycle, and he is in the direction of the small cycle. So now which one you're taking? This is why I'm using so many different decks, because I want to learn all of these different schools and why do they make him facing this way and here facing that way. You see? So here you go, the big path, and it's almost speaking about, yes, go the big path, go the soul path, because when we die, the liberation is here and gives us then a new meaning, a new life can begin. And that's what the giveaway means, right? From 5, then the 13 is a 4 into 0, and then again immediately into the 4. From there we go then into the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to put the beginning away, and the Wheel of Fortune into the direction of the big path. Here comes the lullaby, the 38, which is an 11, right? And the 11 is Libra, the 11th card. So there is something being brought to the people, a song, a voice, an energetic energy that can be transmitted, that can be brought forward. And we can see how the moon, right, and you are in the moon right now, is singing a song of things are coming, and we fall asleep, and death is not really a death, it's a transformation, and then we get a new body again, and we can come back and we can start fresh, and we will remember certain songs and understand them. Some of them resonate more deeply than others, right? And that's what music does. Music is vibration, music are waves, and this is what the balance is, bringing balance between the waves that come and go, inhale and exhale. So then on the position of Libra comes the 3 of Swords, a painful energy, Saturn in Libra. And Saturn in Libra speaks about Saturn the elder. There are certain lessons that must be taught. You have 5 petals. Give them away, these petals, right? You give away that which is a test, and the 3 is the test of you realizing that you have the 1 and the 3 inside of your number. And the 3 swords is that 3 of the Empress saying, yeah, let go of things that hurt your heart, because that is something that you learn the most. If something is affecting your heart, you learn very much that this is something difficult. If I put you in the small cycle, it's saying, yes, he's almost kind of looking over and he's singing this song, and those songs, those moments that we suffered the most give the most beautiful songs, right? Of course the songs of joy as well, but those songs of sorrow are like, wow, right? A lot of people are like, wow, how was that possible that he was able to overcome through that suffering something, and realizing again that there is hope, right? You have these 3 swords, you have 3 hands, and you have 5 petals, right? So then of course that is singing to you, and in that singing you then have on the position of the Hanged Man, you have do more to right, the crystal dumortierite, which is the number 18, then becomes a 9, right? A 1 and an 8. 1, the Magician again, giving away what needs to be given away. The 8, a power, the power of maybe wanting to be powerful, right? Power comes because you feel from within a power. and do more to right is saying organization, being orderly, to let go and to do things that you always wanted to do. So it's almost like saying, hey, let this painful situation help you to let go so that you can awaken even more to the true mission that you came here to do. And if I put it this way into the small cycle, it's helping you to come into your mission and to come into that what you always wanted to do, then go and do it, right? Because then on the position of the Death card of Scorpio comes the Strength card. The Strength card, card number 8, is Leo. Then comes a strength, then comes also a creativity, a sexuality, the snake, the Kundalini rising. That is the spiritual awakening that is coming to all of us when we die. It's almost like death is a sexual liberation. Death is la petite mort, the orgasm that they speak about. And so you are realizing something very profound that the moon is bringing to you, because on the position of the moon is right now Scorpio, right? On the position of the moon comes now the Strength card. But it's like, there comes a crow. It's speaking to you, right? And so here is this, yeah, find that strength within you. And if I turn it this way, then if you do that, it gives you the push to even be more powerful, to be even more strong of what you always wanted to do. And purple is the third eye. Purple is that 6 of coins, right? Within you, understanding the power of transformation. And the transformation is bringing you into the power of strength. And the infinite 8 symbol, right, which is through the snake here shown. Then on the position of the moon comes 45. Then you can repair the veil. The veil that is saying, here is the world. And here we repair things, and there is the universe in between these worlds, that when you're letting go, when you're going the small path, but you also going the big path, right? You're going both directions, you understand. And these are the two sides, and there's the universe behind it. The number 45, which then creates a 9-9 portal. Right, a 9-9 portal that is saying, yes, 9-8-9 is giving you the power now to amend, to unite the two sides, unite the duality, the two pillars, right? The two pillars, the body, mind, and spirit energies, unite that. And so here it is, you uniting it. You realize that the moon has now the power to give you the strength to come out of the water, to come out of difficult things, because this is what you are. You are the one that is between these two worlds. You are the one that is in the middle of the ocean. And so what are you going to do out there? How you're going to meet people and bringing that together. The sun then is saying that then can the number 19, a 10, come to you, because this is also a 19. So you have a 1919 portal coming to you, helping you to then let new things grow here in the growth, in the plants, in the continuation of life, the cycle that continues. If we bring through the moon the two worlds together, you understand very powerfully, yes, I can do that so successfully. I can grow new things successfully in my mind. I can now create a new dimension, a new life. Because then on the position of the judgment, of the awakening, of the rising, of the new life that you are gonna live, comes here the sacred space. And the sacred space, the number 50, is then here a 5/5 portal, right? And it's saying use beautiful art, music, and creativity of all kinds to put you into a sacred space. The 5 and the 0. Begin to see that you are letting go, and that you create this sacred space within you. You have the power to do that. You have the power to understand that, and that's why there is a 5/5 portal coming to you. 2 times 5 is the understanding that I have a creativity in expressing myself, and through that expression I can really create that sacred space through music. And also the 5 petals then will be put into its place, and again can create a rose, right? Because these are just petals, rose petals. And so in the next last card, which is then the World, comes here the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands is Saturn in Sagittarius. So you had Saturn in Libra, and you have Saturn in Sagittarius. Then you can create, but be careful what you create, how much you create. She's looking in this direction, and there is this very interesting way of creating these cups. It's almost like these are cups, right? And there you hold the water, and you're doing, be careful not doing too much. It's almost saying do a little less, because this is where the world is looking at. The world is looking at the Fool. The world is looking at what is it, sorry here, right? What is it that I'm gonna do? What is it that I'm gonna begin? And you begin to see that the 6 is coming back. The 6, the equilibrium, is coming back to you, and that the cycle is closing itself, and that you can learn through that, and that you can be new and energetic, letting go of the things that you need to let go. Because physically, yes, you want to do things, but you already see that it's a new cycle beginning. So then the cycle is closing. Also with the hunting for proof of injustice prevents you from liberation, right? Really liberate yourself, create the sacred space, understand the plans and the growth of your, and the veil, right? The veil is very important, that this is speaking to you, that this is the moon and the sun, right? In this respective way, the moon that is in your sign is saying, mend the veil, and now the sun is saying, yeah, then new things can grow. So learn to see where you are at, learn to see what it is that you want to be bright in this world, where you want to grow into. Wow, what a beautiful reading. And I hope I see you in the next reading, because then you have your new moon. You have then sun and new moon in your sign. You can plant a seed, and I hope you will plant a seed of strength, because that's what's coming up for your reading. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.